As of 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, affecting everyone drastically. So I decided to interview a few young adults at my college to find out how the pandemic has affected them personally. What's your name? Please tell the camera your name.
My name's Donal Afu.
We're currently in a pandemic, as you know.
Yeah.
Life has changed drastically. And with mental health and depression being such a prevalent issue, especially with young adults such as yourself, how has this pandemic and lockdown affected your personal mental health or the people around you?
Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again is insanity. That's basically where my mental state is right now. Like, I've gone insane. Like, I've lost my mind a couple of times in lockdown. Like, it's not normal for a person to be locked up inside a house all the time. And it's also affected me in a way, like, I have crazy anxiety now. Like, I'm anxious for no reason. Like, I overthink things. Like I told you about, people become more aware of, like, their mortality. That actually made me anxious. Like, I wake up every day thinking like, yo, today's the day that I could go. And that makes you depressed, but at the same time, to make it through that day, you're grateful for the fact that you just made it through that day. And I've lost a friend during this lockdown situation. It's actually crazy. I actually cried. And this whole thing of, like, my mental state being where it's at right now, it all started with him passing away.
I'm good, and you, Doc?
What's your name?
I'm DC, Dioven Che.
Dioven.
Yeah.
And Dioven, you're a second year student, right?
Yeah, second year.
Here at Boston.
Yes.
So, considering that you're a second year student and if everything goes as planned, obviously, you'll be in third year next year, and then after that you'll have to look for job working opportunities, right? So with, like, this whole COVID pandemic, you've obviously seen people getting laid off, certain jobs are becoming irrelevant. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, we can say it's scary and depressing. Like, it makes you think a lot, it makes you overthink. This is one of the most important years of your third year course, and now you're here at home busy teaching yourself, which it's kind of scary though, especially next year also, because you don't know how you're gonna get to next year if you now already don't know how you're gonna pass this year. So, like, all those new modules coming in, like media law, DMC, it's just something new that you have to introduce yourself. And we're used to this thing of face-to-face teaching. There's always a lecturer there that can explain things better. But now, doing things on your own, it's difficult, which also leads to thinking when you're done with your diploma course. Because you see now, certain jobs are being lost. The job you're thinking about towards is like, it's limited. It's becoming limited, which makes you realize now, am I starting the right course? Am I wasting my time?
Just makes you question your future.
It makes you question whatever you're doing right now.
So, what's your name?
My name is Bonang Lokalke. I'm doing third year at Boston Media House. I'm almost done.
Okay. Have you noticed any positives coming from this pandemic in your life specifically?
Yes. I'm one person who like procrastinates and I get lazy sometimes. So right now I didn't have anything better to do, so I studied harder, I can say. Harder than I used to, because I would only open up 2 pages maybe after 2 weeks or months. So now I was able to try to keep myself busy with something important, which is school. At the moment, it's my number one priority. And the fact that I'm almost done, I kept on pushing. Man, you gotta...
So it's provided extra motivation for you.
Yeah, extra motivation because of boredom. All thanks to boredom.
So since you had, like, the time to do things, it's given you the opportunity to actually get them done.
Yes.
Okay. As you can see, this pandemic has affected people in different ways. From people's mental health to not knowing what the future holds, to even some positives in certain people's lives.